Welcome back to my channel. My name is Lina Twine. I run the blog for Mami and I talk about all things natural hair. So today's video, let's first get something out of the way. I know what I said last time. I am excited to be back and I will be posting a little bit more frequently. I have a few videos on the way. But here we are. Let's move on. Let's not dwell on the past because honestly, life happens. You know what it is. But I just kind of wanted to jump in here and talk about something that has been on my mind. Um, I was on Twitter, as one does, as one is, and I saw something that just kind of clicked. It resonated. I do not know if I can find the exact tweet, but I'll just show it here if I find it. But it's someone who was talking about how dealing with natural hair, coily natural hair, fussy natural hair, isn't hard. It's just that you don't want to, because the process of putting on things like a wig or maintaining different other kinds of hairstyles, you go through the same amount of effort. You put in the same amount of effort. And I was just like, girl, you're preaching. Because here's the thing. Many people kind of ask me, how do you take care of your natural hair? How do you comb every day? How do you handle hair? Oh my goodness, it couldn't be me. And I'm just like, it's it's not that much of a hassle. It doesn't take up that much time of my day, as people might think. It doesn't hurt as much as people might think. So it's kind of interesting, and I wanted to delve into that because, look, and in this case, I'm going to be talking about specifically wigs because I know there are other protective styles that are literally, I'm going to spend the day at a salon and then forget about my hair the rest of the month. That's different. I'm talking about installing a wig, you know? Personally, that's one thing that I still haven't tried. I haven't ventured into, but I've watched a number of videos of girls installing wigs and, you know, making sure the lace is the right color and like the trimming part. I'm like, when it comes to me and scissors, I'm just like, what are we cutting? I'm going to cut the real thing. I don't know that shape. No, ooh, my hands have no straight line in them. Like we're just gonna bulldoze, you know? So yeah, like it's kind of a lot. Like you go through the whole, like you'll comb out the hair, you're putting it in, you're gluing it down, you're making sure the glue, like the little dots of glue, you're putting it down. And remember, you've like cornrowed your hair underneath. That's a whole thing. Like, it's not that I am dogging you for putting on a wig. Nah, that's not my intention at all. It's actually a really great protective style if you keep your edges tucked in. If they're glued up, then. But aside from that, I think wigs are an amazing protective style. But to tell me that, oh, natural hair is too hard for you, but then you can handle the effort that it takes to put on a wig, then it's either one of two things. Either one, you do not know how to take care of natural hair, or two, you just don't want to. You may know and you just don't want to. And guess what? Both of those reasons are valid. I am just not going to, like, if you're on this channel, you cannot use number two as a reason, because I mean number one as a reason, because I'm here to give you all the tips and tricks, all the info, all the juicy, all the hacks, all the, I got you, boo, I got you. But for everyone else who's just like, I don't want to, cool, it's fine. You can head out on the left and the rear. Bye. I'm here for the ladies who want to learn how to take care of their natural hair and if they have fussy hair, which is why my channel is called Fussy Mami. So here's the thing, like a lot of times, and I've had these kinds of discussions with other ladies who have natural hair. I'm just like, is it hard for you? Is it as hard as people think it is? Like, am I the only one who is just like a lazy natural? Like, I'm literally the kind of person who will do a hairstyle for the week. Or like, I'm the kind of person who wake up in the morning, zhuzh my hair out and leave. Like, it does not take 5 minutes of my day. And granted, it hasn't always been like that. Like, when I was going through my transitioning period, when I was changing from relaxed hair to natural hair, like it was kind of hard. It was a learning process, it was a learning curve, and I didn't have as much information then as I do now. So back then I was just like, I'm trying things, I'm learning things, I'm googling things, I'm using this product that everyone says is good, it doesn't work for me, so I'm using another product. You get, like, that is the part where it was hard. And I understand if someone is going through that kind of season, but I want to come and say it doesn't, it's not going to be like that forever. Like, there's going to be the point where your natural hair, should I dare say this, is as natural as like your skin. It's as natural as your body. It's as natural as every part of your life. And if you learn just how to take care of it, how to deal with it on a daily, how to, if you have like learning like your go-to hairstyles that are quick and easy, my goodness, it will be so like counterintuitive. It will be so like, it will be part of your nature, because it is your nature. And here's the thing, if you haven't watched my video about why the natural hair movement in Uganda was not supposed to be a movement, I'll link it in the cards above, either here or there. But that's the fact, like it was not supposed to be a movement, because if you grow up learning that your hair is unmanageable, you have to cut your hair to go to school every day, you have to you have to have short hair, or you're going to be distracted from your studies, or you're going to, it hurts to take care of. And meanwhile, the hurting that you're talking about is just washing it and trying to like fight it out and blow dry it out and fight with the curls. I haven't yet seen, if anyone has, I haven't yet seen a black woman with naturally straight hair. Okay? So why are we fighting our curls? Like, why are we every single day trying to fight our curls? And in the worst ways. Like before I used to cut my hair when I was a lot younger, I had, like, I went through cycles of blow drying and hot combing, blow drying and hot combing. I'll do that almost every week, almost every 2 weeks. That was my routine. I never had like moments whereby I had to deal with my hair myself. That was not it. I mean, granted, I was young, and even when my mom would take care of my hair, she would wash it and blow dry it and hot comb it. You get, like, in all the scenarios that I met, all of them were saying my curly hair was bad, curls were bad, and they're not. They really aren't. You really shouldn't be fighting your curls. It doesn't matter. People will be like, oh my goodness, I have kaweke. Girl, me too. Like, you don't have to fight them. Like, the coiliness, that's what makes 4C hair 4C, and it's amazing. Okay, so once you learn how to flow with the curls, once you learn how to take care of the curls as the curls need and not as you want, you know it will become so much easier. It doesn't mean that you don't have to put any effort into it. You do. For those who are the DIY queens, you wash your hair yourself, you moisturize it yourself, you style it yourself. Yes, it will take some time. Yes, especially if it's shorter. I find that shorter hair, you may take a lot more time because the sections have to be more than longer hair. Because with longer hair, if you can separate it into 2 or 4 and you're good, that's different from having to separate it into 8 or 16. But that's like the only more time consuming thing, especially when your hair is shorter. But when you've had it for a while and you know what works for you, I'm sorry, but it's not more time consuming, it's not more easy to manage than straight hair, than relaxed hair, than wigs, than weaves. Because like you're spending the same kind of money. First of all, let no one lie to you that natural hair is cheap, that people with natural hair are cheap or they don't spend money. I spend money, girl.
Not to sound like a millionaire or whatever, but
The hair is, I've been blessed, the hair has become longer, the product. But you spend money, you spend time, because wash day is a thing, it's a day. But like, instead of looking at that as a burden, especially with wash day, how about look at it as a moment of self-care? Every Sunday, I take care of myself. I take care of my body. I take care of my hair. I wash my hair. I relax. I put on a candle, put on some relaxing music. Like, make it a whole thing. Make it part of your process. Make it part of your amazingness as a black woman. Like, you don't have to fight against it. And if you want to straighten your hair, believe me, there are ways that are less abrasive, ways that are less painful. You do not have to go through pain and suffering to stretch your hair to look the way it wants to look. Natural hair is one of the most versatile kinds of hair that I've ever seen before. And believe me, if you want it to be consistently straight and not heat damaged, that's possible. And we can talk about that in another video or like in the future, because that's kind of the thing that sometimes I'm not going to be in an afro. Sometimes I'm not going to rock the coil. Sometimes I'll, get a blowout. And that doesn't mean that I don't love my curls, but it's just that there are some things may damage your hair, and heat is one of those things. But people who say natural hair is too time consuming, too unmanageable, too what, all these things, in my head I'm just like, it's either one of those two things that I mentioned before. You either don't know how to take care of your hair or you don't want to. Which is it? Let me know. What do you think in the comments below? Let me know. Let's continue this conversation. I am also on Instagram. My handle is @Atwine. So if you want to ask me any questions, people sometimes come into my DMs and ask me hair questions. My DMs are open. Let's continue talking about this, because once you continue talking about this, maybe one day we'll look at natural hair as if it's normal, because it is. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button and like this video for the algorithm. Hello. And also, yeah, have a good and beautiful day. I love you. Bye.